Previously on the Atomless.
Azan, trying desperately to catch some shut-eye before going to the first job he's had in quite some time.
Ike!
Do you know the theme park Leviathan Eye? They had these drinks called ice storms. If you are able, just get a hold of some of these drinks. I can get you a ticket into the shareholders meeting.
My name is Theriac, largely incorporated with the Wild Times facility, Zoological Park. Was told of this opportunity to perhaps find some more individuals, more organisms that we could possibly bring into our lab and study.
What's up? My name's Skye. Welcome to the Patchwork, my dudes.
I'm gonna let you all in on what we're doing here today. The Leviathan's Eye theme park has crashed into the asteroid belt that surrounds it.
We take things, we leave without a trace, other people get there, they're like, ah damn, a little bit more than I was expecting got washed away with the asteroid tide.
We need a drift core. Grab the drift core, bring it back to us, I'll install it, give anyone who wants a free ride to literally anywhere else. Any scrap that you guys find you can keep. There is a crystal in the center of this room. You touch it, there is this doo-doo-doo-doo, and the crystal just ding, falls into your hand, and lights start turning on again. This long hallway that you walked up, these shutters all lift up, and you see hundreds of people. One and it slams against this glass, and you see, just lightly, the glass starts to crack. A rock, suspended in orbit, floats mindlessly, gliding on the same path it's floated on for 1,000 years. It spent its last year floating, looking out across the colour-filled atomless sea. But it's coming to the rock's favourite time. The time when it can see the beauty of the Leviathan's Eye, the pride of Ran, and the biggest theme park in the Aesir galaxy. Its lights, cheers, and screams of excited park goers give this little rock a reason to keep floating. It makes up for the months and months of emptiness, broken only occasionally by a starship that flies through the sky. But as the rock excitedly pokes its head over its siblings to get a look, they see a sight that could turn them into molten. Their park, the best site in the galaxy, skewered by one of their brothers. They took the only thing that little rock cared about. The dark cold that they saw throughout the galaxy was now reflected in a place that brought so much warmth to thousands. The rock floats in disbelief. They have nothing left. As they sit, they wonder if there's any point in this galaxy at all. And then a light is seen in the Leviathan's Eye. Another one. Another, as the whole park whirs to life, trying desperately to live. And the rock felt a warm feeling in its chest. Maybe hope in this galaxy is harder to kill than it thought. Inside of the Leviathan's Eye, as all the power turns on, you see the four of you. Ike, holding a crystal that was shooting electricity into a small panel, turning on the drift lockdown, now having turned off, has opened up shutters all through and down this hall, which has revealed that the asteroid that impaled the Leviathan's Eye released all these slugs that have seemingly taken over the minds of all of the old residents, who are now rabid, foaming at the mouth, little slug zombies, cute little slug zombies. as you all see all of the shutters open up, what would you guys like to do?
Panic! I rolled to panic! Let's cheese it!
As you yell, cheese it, you see with this one zombie turn to you, slobber, which falls to the floor from this slug and hits the ground, making a sizzling little acid sound. Slams itself against the glass that is the only thing dividing you and these huge like drift corridors, which have all these nice plush seats, where you imagine everyone ran into to like lock themselves in just before they thought this spaceship was going to shoot away into the drift. They also this one zombie that is sliming themselves into the wall is joined by every other resident that has been taken over, and the glass starts to crack as they are all slamming themselves in. We are gonna have a saucy little move over to our little room just here. This is the drift room as it currently stands, and all of the many creatures that are that hide on the other side of these walls.
Those are all
That's
zombies?
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot of zombies, gamers. What are we gonna do? What would we like to do?
Welcome to The Walking Dead.
Mr. GM, I have a question. Sir.
I would absolutely love to answer that question for you, Bunny. What's up?
Do you remember the slugs that we put in the little pet carrier thing? How
Yeah?
are they doing?
They're pretty comfy.
Have they transformed?
They're not transformed. No, they are just little slugs, and they tried to get a little nibble of you as you were putting them in, but now you've put them in. It seems like they're just kind of just like okay, and just kind of hanging out,
That's good.
having a nice.
I was
little
very
time.
concerned
Yeah.
that they had expanded and crushed themselves. That's good. Okay.
Not at the minute, no. Just these little guys. So, I am going to ask everyone to roll an initiative check. However, we are not going into a combat scenario. We're going to do a few skill checks at the minute, just to see if you guys are able to get out. So yeah, I'll be loving some initiative, gamers.
I got 2.
Two. Love that for you.
Did you roll a natural 1?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Love that for you. Love that for Skye.
And then I forgot I have the big heavy thing on my back, so I'm like, let's cheese it! Yeah.
That's true, you do. You are currently carrying a drift core, so you have the encumbered status, which means that your movement speed is reduced by 10. Theriac, you have a question?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I got a dirty 20.
So did I.
Oh, delicious. Oh shit, 2 dirty 20s. What's your dexterities, the both of you, the scores specifically?
I have a +2.
I have a +1.
Plus 2. Okay, so Theriac is currently our fast mover. Ike, what's our
got an 8.
initiative? Love that for us. Okie dokes. And then we have Skye here, and then we have Ike. So these zombies all start collectively slamming themselves into the wall, the glass cracking all the way along this long corridor. Now, again, this is a skill challenge, so you're welcome to just offer like any solution. The initiative is purely just so we can kind of keep a track. If everyone wants to do something at once, then we can jump through. This is just a current setup for who reacts first. So, what would us as a group of gamers like to do today?
Well.
Is Theriac running?
It!
Oh. This field study has ended.
Because
Where are we headed? That's my question. Are we trying? We're going to the, because we came in through the through like the maintenance tunnels, right? And we're gonna hop back over towards the. Where are we gonna meet up again?
So
you told Scrap you were going to meet him in the docking port, which is up above on the main level of the theme park.
Okay. And that's right. I know how to get around because this is a similar layout to Wild Times. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think Theriac would just very quickly gather the pet carrier. Is just like checking the newly formed slug zombies. Maybe like a quick life science check. See if like what's the dealio? Are they strong? Are they?
I would literally love you to roll that little life science check. Actually, that's phenomenal. I'm going to say to get full information, I'm going to say is the DC 25, and each 5 increment, I'll give you slightly less piece of information, but 25 is the goal for the max.
Yeah. Cool. I got a 26.
Fuck! There you go. Look at that shit right out the gate. We love
Smart
it.
friend.
Slug expert.
So, you give a just like quick look over the crowd. How would you think that Theriac would know a lot about this situation? Do you think there's something in like their studies and past that they were like, nah, I kind of dealt with transforming creatures a little bit, so I kind of know?
Yeah, something like parasites or like creatures that have that alter between different states. Something like transformative anatomy, I suppose.
Absolutely. You have a look around, and you can see that these now do count as undead people. It seems like the slug has fully formed into the minds of these people. There's always, from what you kind of know just because of your intelligence, there are always ways to like pull back effects. So there's no way that everyone is completely gone, but there is a level of humanity that has been cut off from these current creatures. You can see 3 specific different types of infection amongst everyone. These slugs that have attached themselves to the jaw of people, these are the ones which are slamming themselves against the glass. These seem far more like ferocious and melee based. It looks like they're going to be dangerous if they're up close. There's this one type which has the slug has like embedded itself on top of the heads of some of the people. These are the people who have these like who are like slobbering and have this like acid dripping from their mouths. You see that some of these are spitting at the windows and have slightly more of a ranged attack, and the last ones are people's like lower like forearms of just a general arm. The slug has attached itself to that, and the slug seems to have elongated, and they are from a distance like throwing their arms forward, and when they hit the window, it seems to like stick to the window and like pull it slightly back. So we have 3 different types. We have an arm zombie, which you're assuming is going to have a grab-based attack. A head, which is spit, and they spit and could do ranged. And then a jaw, which is purely melee-based, don't get into its face. Those are the 3 that you can tell. You can also, from this, assume that these slugs, although acidic and dangerous just like kind of on their own, inside of your carrier, perfectly fine. Like they, unless something completely drastic happens and they break out, you are going to be easy as pie. You're going to be fine.
Cool. I think Theriac takes quick mental notes, will relay the information in as brief a way as they can, just mentioning like slammers, spitters, and stickers, and just hoping people catch on.
Hell yeah, you yell out all that information. If you'd like, you can also make like a movement, just attempt to sprint out.
Yes. Are we going down this hallway? Is that the?
There is technically 2 ways out. One which is down this hallway, and one which is up this asteroid that is broken through. But you, just from a look, oh my god, that is so dangerous. You don't know what's lurking up there, and it is currently crawling with these little slug things, and just there's just no point in crawling up the asteroid. Even though you could arguably get out, but there's really no. It's like that is a risk.
High risk,
and
low
the
reward.
hallway is easier. Yeah, exactly.
I think there might be a third option, though. Because we have a bunch of drift cores. Can those explode?
You are not touching my drift cores.
There's other ones. There's several other ones.
How many are there?
You can absolutely. I tell you what. Give me a. Give me a. Let's go physical science, since this is a.
It's combustion.
These have like
not-
exactly stars and things.
I'm not trained.
No, this is Azam. Are you not trained in it? Give me it anyway. Let's go for it.
Give it a good old college try.
Since you might know some things, get a good old college try. Yeah.
That's another dirty 20.
Nice.
30-20. You can. I tell you what, because you're not trained, I'm gonna give you way less information than I would normally. But it was an incredibly good roll. You can definitely give it a go, but holy shit, if you slam 2 drift cores together, it would be like setting off a nuke and you're just all here. You can. And hey, listen, I've never had a campaign that ends on session 2, but we can definitely give it a go if you want to party like that. That's fine.
The real question I was going to ask is, I've got a grenade, thanks to Skye. I've got the ability to give fire damage to objects and people, thanks to me. And I've got drift cores. Is there a possibility of blowing a hole in this thing and escaping into space? And if so, were we forethoughtful enough to bring anything to protect us from the cold, harsh realities of space?
You have oxygen masks, so you can like go out into space. You don't have the ability to guard against its heinous, frigid cold. Also, there isn't a way to propel yourself. You absolutely can blow a hole in it, but there's no way to propel yourself to a thing that's not just zooming through space.
I got my board.
And
you've got your board. That's true. You can't carry everyone on the board though.
No.
also, scrap.
You can also hit scrap up, but you don't know what scrap's doing at the minute.
So if we get evicted through a harsh explosionary means, we have 90 seconds before we eventually faint. Because we have oxygen, so the first 15 are fine. We're not going to go unconscious, but eventually we'll start freezing to death. That's not bad.
Wow, Azam really has no self-preservation skills. How did he
Are you
last this
saying
long?
any
He does
of
have
this out
self-preservation
loud?
skills.
Okay.
No,
Just
I'm not.
wanted to check.
He's comparing the 3 options.
There would have been some harsh
Yeah,
rebuttals scientifically.
Would you like to? Would you like to instead walk through the cavalcade of zombies?
While there's
Hey, there's no cavalcade yet.
there's a wall.
There is just slamming and slow cracks.
Also,
You also know that you are not on the outside of the ship at the minute. If you blow a hole in this, maybe you can get into a corridor, but you're not you won't be able to blow a hole into the vacuum of space. There's also that, yes. So this game has sexy running rules. You can only run in a straight line, but you run 4 times your speed.
And that's a full action,
think you-
right?
That's a full action. It is a full
Yeah.
bucket sprint. It is, holy shit, get the fuck out. Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
I believe it's 4 times. which we will say that it is until we,
Until stated otherwise.
find it out.
Until
stated otherwise,
I'm
exactly.
going to move Theriac 30 feet.
Run. You move up to 4 times your speed in a straight line and gain the flat-footed condition. Cannot cross
There you go.
difficult terrain. Cannot run if you cannot see where you're going.
The flat-footed condition is you cannot take reactions, and you get -2 to your AC for the round. Okie doke. Theriac yells really quick things, bolts.
What?
Azam look at the drift cores and are like, I could be quite spicy. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Again, although I've said that we've rolled initiative, we're more freeform at the minute. Feel free to chuck in ideas, just say, you know what, I fucking bounce, I know what I'm doing on my turn, and that's fine, don't worry about it. So we're in kind of a skill check phase.
I have 0 bulk on me. If I were to carry one of these drift cores, would I also be fatigued?
You would all, yeah, you'd be encumbered. They're like huge, double-handed. Like you'd be running with it. It's uncomfortable. It's difficult to carry. They're like, you see these like lightning yellow spheres held by this like thick glass and like a big these 2 huge metal handles that you have to like slot it into a thing. They're very well protected because these things are like mined very carefully and forged in, through wild means. So yes, they are heavy things.
Is there any way to turn the drift lockdown back on?
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, I do.
Maybe. I didn't mean to turn it off. And I could possibly maybe turn it back on. Doctor, where'd you go?
Oh.
Tiny little Theriac.
Holding like snail carriers.
Just holding 2 pet carriers like he's late for, or like they're late for like a flight to LAX. Just like
Oh, very good.
Canonical turn of events is Theriac walked in, put some slugs in a cage, everything opened, they yelled, "Slugs!" and then sprinted out.
And then ran. Spitters and slammers.
It's Tiger's Bears, oh my!
Can I talk to the computer?
Oh, yes, of course you can do that, yes.
I'm like holding the big crystal thing.
I can hold the Bill Crystal thing if you'd like.
No. And I wanna. Is there any computer part anywhere visible to me within reach?
Yeah, absolutely. There is the thing which is just on the
Yes.
far left of what you're looking at.
I
Yeah,
go
there's that.
over here. And I want to whisper at the computer. And I say, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. The emergency's not over. Can you put the emergency back on, please? And I would like to use my computer skill to do that.
Absolutely. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah.
Not bad. Math. 21.
Nice. 21. You feel this thread of the computer as it is trying to speak back to you. Normally, when you talk to things, like you can tell, for lack of a better term, you can tell the emotional states of these machines, and this feels haggard and tired, and it wants to help so much. But it feels like it's been incredibly overpowered, and like almost like the power given by the crystal has it's like overcharged it. and now it is very like exhausted and can't quite function as well as it would like to.
I know how you feel.
However, it does. You see, as it's like apologizing for its for not being able to help, you feel another thread that it creates, and you feel yourself connect to a few pieces of machinery, like quite far down these maintenance halls, almost as if it is trying to indicate that there is some way that you can get help or hide for a time being. It's activated some machines to give you a hand if you'd like it.
Yes. I will take the rest of my movement then, and I will say, I'm so sorry again. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think I can get about there.
Beautiful. Skye.
Beep boop. Hey Scrap, we're gonna need a ride out of here really soon. There are at least like 5 more zombies than I was expecting there to be in this theme park. And then I'd like to just get as far as I can with the drift core on my back, please. Can I put my board down and like use it to push myself? Is that gonna help at all?
When you step onto your onto your board, the skateboard almost like fully flattens to the ground. Like it can't hold both the weight of you and the core. But you can tell that like this drift core is about as heavy as you are, like close enough. It's fucking super heavy. And you could like pull the drift core up and put it onto the board and have the board carry it along, and you could just run normally, or you could just drop the drift core and jump on.
How do drone rules work? Could I pass it to somebody else, or does it have to be controlled by me?
The drone has to be controlled by you.
Shit. Cool. All right, then
because it works through a chip in your brain.
All right, I'm gonna put the drift core on the board.
Hell yeah, which frees you up. You no longer have encumbered, so now you can move your full speed.
I'm also, may I get to like there, like the center of the hallway, and do like a really cool flip of my bow staff, and I want it to spark with electricity. I want to look cool.
Yeah,
envision just it looks really cool.
I would love it if you did look cool. Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, so your board flies away. Are you sprinting as far as you can?
I don't want to get too far away from my board, but I'm pretty sure on this action I can only move to here, and then next move, yeah. Yeah.
Theriac, you really should have researched more than burger and fries' size and acidic properties.
You all run as you're sprinting through this hall. Glass starts breaking more, and you can all feel like this is about to burst. These things are slamming it against them, like against this glass so hard that they're fully gonna break through very soon. Theriac, it's your turn again. What are we doing, pal? If you want, you can do the full sprint.
Yeah, just gunning it.
You get out. You like sprint out into the hallway. As you cross the threshold, you hear this light like whirring of mechanics, like it's like something is trying to activate. You do a quick turn behind, and you see the turret that Skye like pulled off of the wall and pulled out all the mechanics of is like trying to move, but it's just a little broken. But you are outside, and at the minute you're in safety.
Can we just thank Skye for
dealing
with the turret?
Could because this is where the map ends, could I get a little description of what lies ahead?
You sprint to a break-off passage. There's a little arrow that says to the park, and there's another that says to the maintenance vent. You know that you came from the maintenance vent, so yes, you're in a pathway between the two, to the park and to the maintenance vent. Ike, whilst looking at it, just for like visual reference, the those strings that the computer said would help you are pointing toward the park end.
Good.
Azam. Yep. Azam, what you doing, pal? If everyone would like to just full sprint, like, Hail Mary to the end, hell yeah, just feel free just to say that's what we're doing.
I have a question. These drift couches, these drift
Couches?
drift corners, places where drift warehouses of people. You know, the places where people go to.
Yes, sorry. Yes, of course.
Where else can we find them? Because this is likely, it's possible these are not the only place where slugs have now infested people, and I would like to avoid those places. Do you find them around the maintenance bay, considering we're kind of...
You can give me, like, any form of thing that you think would be involved in ships. You can give me, like, an engineering. I would actually take a tactics, just knowing, like, ships and ship things.
Yeah, let's do it. Would you take...
Piloting, I take...
Culture?
No,
it's fine.
Hey, listen. If you give... I'm about to give you an argument for why you can use culture, and it's very shenanigan-y, but I love that shit. The Leviathan's Eye is a beacon of culture in this Acer solar system. It like people know this place. It's the fucking Disney World of this solar system. So if you want to say you've been here before, or just you kind of know where drift things are, sure thing.
Love, quick question about that. Was it opened in the last 30 years?
It has been orbiting for at least 300 years.
Oh yeah, we'll roll with culture.
This is an old place, which is why the fact that it's collided with asteroids is like particularly sus.
15. Oh yeah. Whoa, wow, maybe this was intentional. All these thoughts are coming.
With a 15, you can you assume just from general spaceships and space stations which function like theme parks like this. There is normally like 2, maybe 3 big drift room holdings. They don't normally intend to travel through the drift with guests on board. But in case of like a big emergency, then they would ferry people into these holdings. And also, this is a very big park, so it has a lot of staff. You can assume there's probably more than one on aboard the ship, but no more than not that many, but definitely more than one.
But I wouldn't know where they are, I guess.
You wouldn't know where they are. No.
I'm gonna look at Ig. Right. Park or maintenance?
Park. We have.
On my side. I rush. I'm gonna run forward as best as I can alongside Ig to eventually lead towards the park area. And I'll pick up Skye as we go along, just let's all go together.
Literally pick up.
You can.
Well, not really lift up.
You can absolutely assume that you two are because you have the same run speed. You're just if Ig also wants to full sprint, you can say that you're keeping pace with each other.
She's just a
But
little.
it all depends on what Ig wants.
Behind everybody, but yes.
Yeah, no, grand. You, the pair of you are sprinting toward the end. Absolutely, yeah, full sprint, and you do make it toward the end. Skye, what would you like to do?
I would also like to book it, please. Where is my board going to be able to go?
Your board, you remember that when you made the board, your board has a feat, which means that it can sprint, but it can move up to 6 times. It's 6 times its speed, and it doesn't gain flat-footed. So your board is there, super, super fast. Skye, as you're booking and running down, you trip, put the drift core on the board, it flies off. You take half a second to catch your footing, and behind you is this huge explosion of glass as hundreds of zombies start falling out, and then as you pass like each pane of glass, there's all the way down as all of them are like climbing over each other and running, turning into this tidal wave of living bodies that are chasing after you. You all run straight to the end. Ike, can you give me a computers check real quick? DC 15 for this little bit.
Big dice. Okay, 16.
As you sprint past into the corridor, as Skye like catches up, you hear the zhuk 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 of the turret that Skye destroyed. But as you turn and all these douche douche douche, you hear from the computer at the other end that you just spoke to. Just give a feeling of be safe, and then the doors, and then you hear a. As the large maintenance doors close, they start to shudder and shake, and you see like a light opening as these bodies are all trying to like get in. However, for a second, you have a second to breathe and just discuss.
Goes up and puts her little hands on the door. That's as it's like bouncing, and she says, "I really am sorry.
Why are you apologizing to the zombies?
They're people."
Is there just enough room to drop in a grenade through the like little opening that happens?
Not yet, but you can definitely wait if you'd like. I will. These things are breaking through pretty quick. There are hundreds of them, and you have the two paths. You have maintenance and the park, depending on where you guys would like to go.
Let's go to the park. That sounds fun.
Are we headed to the park?
I need to go to the park.
Maybe we can get a turkey leg on the way out.
I'm gonna hold off. You look away.
What are you going to do instead?
I take out the grenade and just hold it. There's no saving him. And frankly, I don't want him following us.
Do you understand the mechanics of a grenade?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a little hole. I'm going to take the pin out, put it in, and then I'm gonna book it.
Okay, it was the running part I was worried about. Okay, cool.
Never mind.
Y'all sprint in toward the park.
We gunning.
You're gunning. You all take off. Azam, you wait, grenade in hand. You do a small throw up and catch. You're waiting for there to be an opening, right?
One teeny tiny opening is all I need.
Cool. Give me an argument for a skill that you would use to like be able to do this. If you want suggestions, I can go. You can use an attack roll to do it. You can use your tactics, knowing when to clock it.
I feel like these things...
Culture?
These are not culture. I feel like they operate on instinct, right? So there's probably a pattern that's emerging from the thumps and bangs. And if I wait the right second, I'll know roughly when is the appropriate time to just fling it and run. I'm making an argument for sense motive. I don't think it's a good argument, but I'm still going to try.
Sense motive. Oh, no, I love the flavor. Hell yeah. Give me a sense motive check.
That's very good, sense motive flavor.
Excellent. Sense motive. 21, but I'm not done yet. Because I do add a d6 to this. As an envoy, sense motive is covered under my expertise.
Wow, cool. Okay.
26.
26. Fuck. You get a pack. You understand the pattern after like literally just a few seconds of looking at it. These are feral, mindless, like slamming against the door. They don't have any form of teamwork when it comes to like opening the doors. So occasionally it'll like open a little bit and then close and open a little and close. You know, just from how the universe works, that eventually these things are going to start getting into a rhythm, and this rhythm is going to help them pull the door open more and more. The mechanics are going to get weaker on it, and you know exactly when to throw it. Like it opens like a small crack, and you know when to chuck this grenade. Give me an attack roll to throw it in.
Okay. 18.
18. Perfect. When the doors open just enough, you and throw the grenade in. It flies over the the current swarm horde and flies slightly further back than you wanted, but it's still enough in. I'm gonna need you to roll me a dexterity. It's not called dexterity. It's called a reflex check in this, and it's going to be with advantage as you see one of the. A few actually of the zombies that have like this elongated arm flick their arms out and goes through this crack in the door. So that's with advantage. That reflex check.
Brilliant. With advantage. That's an 8.
With advantage,
Buddy.
you throw this grenade in, and you feel immediately your arm gets grabbed by this thick, like viscous, almost feels like fluid that's like encapsulating your hand and pull you toward the door. You take just one damage, and you are pulled 10 foot toward the door. So you like slam, your arm is almost fully like inside of the door. They've almost fully pulled you in. And they're using like your arm so the door can't close as well as it can. Can you roll me a damage on a grenade, please?
Momo?
Yeah.
Grenade damage? What is?
I think it's a D6 is damage, a grenade damage.
Let me tell you. Smoke grenade, explode, blah, blah, cloud, 1 minute. Oh, wait, that's smoke. Frag grenade, 20 feet, +1 attack, explode, 1d6 P, 15 feet.
There you go. So just roll me a D6.
1d6. Got it. 4.
There's this explosion and these like, and you feel the arm that was connected to you loosen, and you are now able to sprint. However, you are, because you got pulled in, significantly further behind everyone else.
I'm not turning around, but are you still alive?
You're sprinting down the halls. You hear in the vents above you this like of these little slug zombies that have clearly gotten into the vents and are running, sprinting down them. You come to a small passage, and there are 2 signs, both of them leading to the park. One of them you can see goes through a room and down a longer corridor. That's going to take slightly longer time. And you look at one which is you see is where these like threads are connecting, and you spot the room. However, there's quite a lot of there is like some slug zombies like coming out of the vents in that area. It's just a minor.
I don't think about
decision.
it. I just follow the threads. I just go.
She seems like she knows where she's going.
It's fine. It all leads to the same place. It's not irrelevant.
No, basic theme park design. I get it.
As you sprint past these zombies that are coming out the vent, they are all going to try and grab each of you. How are you guys gonna get out of this situation? I'm going to need just a general skill check from each of you, or you will be grabbed, damaged, etc. You can do any skill that you want, or even you can even use any that you want. You can use abilities as long as you're just like, I get out of it through this way. You get out of being grabbed, slipping past these things that you're crawling out these vents.
Can I do sleight of hand and just like, oh god, I just slip away?
Just try to slip through them? Absolutely. I'd say if you're just trying to slip past, it would probably be more of a dexterity, like a reflex save.
What if it's
rather
just
than a
my
sleight
hand?
of hand.
Slipping away.
Some Tai Chi.
Trying to hide your hand.
I think sleight of hand could be interesting. Walking straight towards them and trying to shove them in the direction of other, like using zombies as blockages for other zombies as you flit through them.
But these are just the slugs, right?
Exactly.
These are not the zombies. These are just
These
the
are
slugs.
the slug zombies. These are fully. There is like a zombie or two amongst
like
them,
a
but
really
these
big
are
one.
mainly
Like,
slugs coming out of vents. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just move my hand.
All right. You know what? You've won. Sure thing. Okie dokes. That's no trouble. Yeah, you've won me over. Let's go with a 15. DC 15 for this.
10.
Uh-oh, that's not a 15.
No.
Okay. As you're and trying to slip past, my dice are rolling very bad today. You just take a single damage as like some acid like gets on you as this thing tries to grab you.
Ew. Gnarly.
for people at home, and just a reminder for my beautiful players, in Starfinder, which is the system that we're running, the way that health and HP works is we have 3 values. We have stamina, we have health, and we have resolve. Stamina and health are the main 2 that we're using. Whenever you get hit, your stamina goes down. This is like how, for like flavor purposes, this is actually like how long you can last in a fight without actually getting hit. Once your stamina has reached 0, you start to get your health starts getting hit. When your health goes to 0 and your stamina's at 0, you pass out and you go unconscious. After a round is completed, I know I'm going into it a little bit too much, but I'm just going to do the whole thing and we'll explain in bits later. When a round is completed, if you have a resolve left, you stabilize yourself, and the round after, if you have a resolve, you just get back up. So it's a way that you'll always keep going in the fight. Instead of rolling death saves, you need this resource called resolve. On a long rest, your stamina completely comes back, your resolve completely comes back, but your health only recovers per your level. So if, for example, everyone is level 1, if you take 3 health damage on a long rest, you're only going to regain 1, so you're still going to have 2 health, which is missing, which has been damaged. It's more for the long-term damages of actually being shot or stabbed and things like that. So yes, that will be -1, which just goes through into your stamina, so you have -1 stamina. Okie dokie gamers. Other 2, Theriac, Ike, what's our little skills? What are we going to try to do to slip past these things that are grabbing out at our friends?
I think Theriac is going to use perception and just try and find just openings to make a single beeline through.
That fucking rules. I actually love that shit. Hell yeah. Roll me let's go 15 again.
Cool.
Let's go 15 for this.
Wha-bam. That's a 19.
Hell yeah. You spot openings super quick. Your mind is quite accustomed to quick thinking when pots are bubbling over and you need oh shit, I've messed up this experiment. I have literally 2 seconds to fix this. You're good at perceiving openings and things like that. So you dive under, jump over, and sprint into this room. Ike.
I analyze the culture of the slugs to determine what they are. No, I'm kidding. I do a straight acrobatics. I'm gonna just. I'm focused on the threads, and I'm just gonna try to dodge as many as I can.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go 15 again. Let's have 15s all across the board.
13.
Not it.
Oh dear.
Oh. You got a 1 again. You try to follow Theriac's path, but you're just a bit taller, so he goes to dive under. They go to dive under, and you also go, but you're just slightly bigger, and you get hit by acid streak that just streaks down your back. That's 1 damage. It's one damage to you. However, you all sprint through, and you arrive in a maintenance room, which is filled with random tools and mechanics. On the outside, facing the hallway you just came from, are 2 turrets, which you can just probably assume are used in case of pirate attack or general security, which they connect to a console that is inside the room. There are 2 other consoles that sit at the opposite end, and you can see these threads that were given to you connected to these 2 consoles, and threads from there which connects to a door which leads outside into the park. You get the sense that these 2 consoles need to be activated at the same time in order to open that door that leads out to the park. In mechanical terms, 2 of you need to hack into these consoles so you can leave. The DC is 25, and you need to activate the consoles in the same round for the door to open. If you beat the DC, it's reduced by 5 for every future round. In the meantime, there'll be an infinite wave of zombies coming after you. One of you can also use the turrets to fire at the zombies, and then the other person is just going to have to do whatever they can to make sure the zombies don't get in. We haven't started initiative yet, and I will re-explain it, because I appreciate that it is a lot of mechanical stuff. I can see Momo literally losing her damn little mind right now. But it's okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain it slightly fuller.
Just tell me what to hack!
Just after we cut back to Azam, who is sprinting down these halls. Hey, pal, how we doing?
I'm regretting... Azam's not regretting any life choices. This is just the smartest plan that he came up with. I'm regretting my life choices as werewolf, just to be clear. But we're doing great. We're running. We're running as fast as we can. Not looking behind us.
Incredible.
That's a mistake. Never look behind you. Just keep going.
You come to a hallway, the same hallway that our other three adventurers have run down. You can tell that there are two ways to this room. You can go the fast way, which is currently being more and more filled up by slugs and zombies which are trying to burst through. Or you can take a way which looks slower, but does look way safer. Which one would you like to go down?
Can I tell which ways the way the others went?
You can see them, and they have gone the fast route.
How much longer is how much quicker is the fast route compared to the slow route, we think?
If you go the fast route, it's going to be slightly more dangerous, and you're going to have to do some finagling to get around zombies. If you go the slow route, you're pretty sure it's super safe, but the huge amount of zombies that are sprinting behind you are going to catch up. But if you go the fast, you might be able to set up, close the doors before anything wild goes down.
Also, I know that I wanted to go to the bar. Is the bar in either of these directions?
You know that you're going toward the park, so the park will have the bar.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I should care about a snow globe, but fuck it. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's not like I really needed one. I'm going to, put my head down and charge forward. I will not look back. I will not maneuver. I'm just going to go straight forward, it's a bull rush. You know?
You got horns. Let's go. Full bull rush. Give me your skill check is going to be an attack roll. Let's go. Let's see how well this fucking
Why
goes.
didn't I say athletics? Okay.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
An attack roll. 15.
Look at that. You bat a whole ass zombie as it jumps at you. You bash it out the way like rugby player, full sprint style, and you're able to sprint into the room before any of these creatures behind you are able to make it. So, okay. Hello, beautiful souls. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to re-explain these little rules, but it's going to be a little easier because we're going to do it through doing rather than doing it through just me explaining the rules. Look at that, pro gamer.
I think I got it too.
Look at that. Because all of you chose the fast route, you get a free turn before any infected come and get you. I will state just real quick beforehand, the turrets are currently inactive, but can be activated by anyone who wants to walk up to that zone. And all four of you have just entered in, and you can assume that 4 of these zombies are going to be able to enter every turn. But these turrets might be able to take care of a couple of them. So you gotta pick. You don't have to pick a turret user, but you do have to pick 2 people who are going to attempt this hack to both hack open the doors. You get
I'm holding my bow. I just want to say I'm holding my bow staff, and I'm like, Theriac, how are you at computers?
I'm decent, I suppose. Not
Are you more confident with computers or zombies?
probably computers or engineering. Okay.
Get over there!
And just runs over and is prepared to try and hack.
incredible. Put yourself over by a console.
Cool.
Either one is fine. And if someone else wants to attempt to go and be a hacker, then they can also do it. I imagine it will be Ike, though, if Ike wants to do it.
Wait. The consoles are which ones?
The consoles are these 2 things next to this door.
This one's the turrets. The one halfway through the room is the
That's the
turret.
turret.
Yeah. You have to stand behind it, but it is the turrets, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the turrets. Can I shoot these?
Skye, you do that.
Loud.
The turrets will help. I can take the other thing.
The other console?
Radical! Kiss, kiss, bang, bang. Let's go. Do I just put myself in front of the thing?
Absolutely. Put yourself in front of the turrets. It's no trouble. The turrets require just a minor bit of a minor hack in, but it's super easy to get. It's a DC 15. You can use engineering or you can use computers to do so.
And it's separate from the terminals where I don't have to match the DC along with the other 3. It's a separate thing.
This is also when you do it. you're fully into the system and can control the turret's free will.
Let's rock and roll.
The other two, however, have to do it every turn and have to make sure they both succeed on the same turn. But because everyone... Oh, also, Azam, what are we doing, pal? You're in. Everyone seemed to pick up a station. You're going to pick up... You have a pistol, remember, so you can stand guard and just fire into the
Yeah,
into
I'm
the
going to do
hallway.
that until they get close enough, and then another thing will happen.
I'm going to do some spicy shit. Feel free to place yourself on the board, pal.
I am. I'm right in the front.
Oh, you're fucking right there? Good lord. We love a... we love a chancer.
I want them to get within a 15-foot cone of me, is the idea.
Oh, we love it. Okie dokes. So, because everyone picked the fast route, we're just going to go down the way. Theriac, would you like to do me a computers check? You have a DC of 25.
Oh, I
Now,
literally can't hit that.
No, you not?
I only have a +4.
Nope. You could definitely get a nat 20. You can give it a go. Also, people can give the help action when it comes to hacking and stuff. So someone can run over and spend their turn in, like Skye can run over and instead of using the turrets can try to give the help. Azam can try to give help.
I also have my fun little microchip thingy, right?
You would be able to do that. You won't be able to do the turrets and do that.
That's fine. I'll be like
yes.
boop 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 boop, making it look like I'm doing the turrets, but I'm actually helping out my
in that respect.
bud.
Then of course you can both roll for the 25 DC.
Okay.
What am I rolling again?
You are rolling computers. You're both rolling.
And I have to get a
computers.
nat 20.
You have to get a nat 20. It's not fucking impossible. It would be the
be
greatest
really baller.
scream of it. It would be fucking so sick, dude.
I was really close. No, it's only a 14.
I got a 15. I'm rolling abysmally
So
today.
it's an 8.
So, yeah. So you, both of you are trying. This thing it's even though you click it and it opens up with this nice warm fucking windows opening apparently. And there's a nice little print that's like Leviathan's eye admin, and you are like, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. It's like you can do. Ike, give me a roll. Computers check. Oh, you could also do engineering as well. I apologize. That is my fault. If you would like to re-roll Theriac, you're welcome to.
It doesn't matter.
Is it the same? You can do a computers or an engineering. Engineering is like hotwire, proper hack.
Computer is
hotwire rather.
So
Computer
that is exactly a 25? 19 plus 7?
Fuck. That makes it. That's perfect. You hack this system. You type in a thing. Actually, how do you do it? You don't even hack in the normal way.
I go into the computer and I lean in real close and I actually like elbows down on the console. Sorry. We need a bit of help and we need it very quickly actually. Can you let us out of this room? And then keep everything else in. I don't know if that's too much trouble.
You feel a warm, quite frantic, agreeance with your request. But then, as you finish asking it, and you hear a ding. That ding immediately goes back to red as you feel behind you but they don't want to open, so I'm not going to open either. Your skills to hack this console has been reduced to 20 now. You only need to beat a 20 to get through. Azam, what are we doing? Are we just waiting?
Are they rushing towards me anyway?
They are, yes, you see a wave at the end of the hall turn this corner, all crash into each other and then run
As they
you.
I just fire in, because I might as well shoot while I'm just sitting here,
Let's go, absolutely, hell yeah. Are we doing, so, for our beautiful people watching at home and also for everyone, there's a lot of unique and weird actions that you can do in Starfinder. One of them is a full action where you can fire twice, but it's a -4 to both rolls. So you can take 2 attacks if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the rest. How's it going? And I'm just gonna shoot once because I've got only a +1 to hit. so we're not gonna.
Okie dokes. Roll it. What are we getting, gamer?
Does this weapon that I'm holding in my hand that Scrap gave me do fire damage by any chance?
It does. It's a laser pistol, so I don't believe it
Then
does
that
fire
does.
damage. No.
For sure, because that was an 8. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. An 8 is fine.
How does it? Why did?
8.
Do you say 8? Okay. Yeah, you fire. You do hit one of these creatures, but you hit it in the chest, and it gets back up and continues to run for you.
I hate these things.
We're gonna hit back at the top of the round as you see that this round these things are going to burst through and start attacking everyone. Theriac, you're up.
Okay, I had a thought. Okay, so we have discussed that Wildside or Wild Times uses the same like park layout. Do they use the same software?
This is a Unix system. I know this. Yeah, Jurassic Park. We can.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, we can say
Okay,
that.
I would instead of using
thing.
engineering or computers, I would like to use profession.
Oh fuck!
There we go. And
Love
then
that.
I can actually
Hell
get that
yes, that's absolutely fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 27.
Fuck, dude, that is so good. You literally, this is a Unix system. I know this. Fucking type in a thing, and you're like, oh shit, yes, I got in. Like command console type.
I just
stuff.
imagine Theriac
yeah.
is like at like the login window and is like, oh, that was the old password.
Perfect. Yeah, you see a blink flash of a green light. Phenomenal. Azam.
Are any of them within my 15-foot cone yet?
Yes, they are as close. So the current setup of the board is now the current setup.
Oh, great! I love
They
that for me.
flooded in, and this is now the current. Yeah, how it looks.
Are any of them able to take an attack of opportunity against me right now?
Nope.
Brilliant. Then I need them all to make reflex saves.
Here's a question: does it do damage on a? If they succeed this reflex, does it still do damage?
Yep.
Those 7. Describe what you do. I'm just going to state, because there's so many of these things, they all have 1 health. They act as minions. So it's a consistent onslaught of these things, but it's one-shot kill, basically, for all of them.
Oh, then this is a waste. But okay, let's do it.
You can change. You did not know this before. I do apologize.
No, machine
You're welcome to
gun
change if
them.
you'd like.
Machine gun down the
Yeah.
minions.
Hey, listen. This is no joke. That is, you wiped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 immediately. That's not fucking bad. That's no joke.
I put my hands outward, and if someone could like slow this to like half speed or third speed, you'd see the little light like magma veins in his horns, in his skin, slowly dim as his stony fingers turn from its usual black to red to orange to white until the tips become translucent, and a wave of burning hot air expels from him directly forward.
There's this like of like this huge like fire annihilates 8 of them, and yeah, you fucking wipe those 8 out. They are all gone. Is there anything else you'd like to do? I'm so sorry. Is there anything else I could do on your turn?
Yeah. I'll
Would like to step back, please.
I think I would. Just a little cheeky step back.
You're very welcome.
5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Ike, what are we doing? Palaroony?
Well, did I hear the ding behind me?
You heard the ding,
All right,
yes.
well, I'm gonna say... See, they just needed a little bit more time. That's all.
This is a DC 20 to
Okay.
beat.
And that is gonna be a 21.
Look at that. There is a ding, a ding, and then the doors open up into the rest of the park. Yeah, you guys cracked it. The doors have opened up. These things are still flooding through, but you get the sense that if you are able to sprint through these doors, you can easily hide from these things. And also you can get the doors to shut behind you as well, since they're listening to you now. Ike, specifically you, they're listening to you, and you can be like, close, and then all the doors will shut, and you will give yourself ample time to run, hide, and get into the rest of the park.
Go! I can close them.
So you're staying behind, Ike? You're not moving?
No, I'm gonna go too. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna tell them to close.
Oh, since we're on the battle map, people are actually going to have to full run. Skye, it is your turn if Ike's all done and Ike's all finished.
So we're good to go? Like, it's open?
The door's fully open behind you.
I didn't even get to shoot a gun, and I'm gonna run.
Can you automate them?
It's not the same. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge.
Getting the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You...
Gonna tell Azam, though, that was so incredibly sick!
It is top of the round, Theriac.
I'm out.
Sprinting out, hell yeah. Azam, what we doing, pal?
Does it look like Ike's gonna make it through the doors?
You can only go off their word.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Upon hearing that, he's going to run and stay just past the doors.
Brilliant.
To make sure Ike does get
I
through.
am going to say that the cool kid skateboard does actually also make it out.
Thank you.
But yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
Okay.
Ike, it's your turn.
So, I'm going to try. It's very close. It's only how many feet? Let's see. Like 15 feet to get out the door. That's half my movement. So what I would like to do is I would like to say, okay, you can close now, and I'm gonna run.
Oh shit. Just as soon as like your tail is out, you get like a small sense that your tail, like it's like it should have caught on the doors, but you feel like the doors like slow just as your tail leaves, and then it, for a kindness, it lets you go. You all break out and you sprint. The doors behind you, and then there's as more of these things start batting, but these doors seem to be held secure. As well as when you told the doors to close, you heard the doors at the other end also shut. So there's a big, hefty distance between you in terms of just like machinery, and you get out into this hall. You walk up a very short flight of stairs. It's the only place left to go, and you look out, and you feel air, false air, manufactured but air nonetheless. And you look out across, and you see all of Leviathan's Eye Park. As you arrive, and are able to overlook all of the park in front of you, you can see far off in the distance is the docking station, which is where you hear yells and gunfire coming from, and you can assume that is where Scrap is currently waiting for you. As you look across the park, you can see hundreds of zombies shambling back and forth. You, at the minute, are hidden in shadow in like a small alcove that leads down to the maintenance room. Ahead of you are 3 areas which you can use to get to the docking bay. There's hotels and a staff area that has a huge amount of zombies, but also you can see some mascot costumes just peeking out of like a back room in one of the buildings that you can probably use to sneak by them. There is a haunted house attraction that probably has super little zombies, but has a whole host of hidden threats since you have to go through the house and you can't see what's inside it yet. And there is a roller coaster which seems to still be in operation, and now that you've turned the power back on, but it'll be super loud. However, it will also get you there real quick.
Can I tell where the bar might be in either of these directions?
You can't necessarily tell where the bar is just by looking at the signs, but you you can make a pretty safe assumption that you would be able to. So this recipe they've been asked to get is like this park is known for it, so you can pretty easily pick it up from anywhere if you and there is a bar next to the docking station. You can imagine just through like people stop and dock, and the bar is like right next to where they get off. So you'll be able to grab it on your way out. It'll probably be a pretty easy thing.
Okay. What I need is just probably through any of these ways, but Assam, do you need your snow globe?
Yeah?
Didn't you need one
What?
very badly?
Yes. Right. Can I
It'd be at a gift shop on the way out, right?
do a culture check to see if there's a gift shop on the way out?
You can absolutely do a culture check to see if there's a gift shop on the way out. Yes, absolutely.
21.
There is definitely a gift shop on the way out, yeah. This place is a huge place. The shopping district is almost definitely next to the docking port.
There's like a moment of hesitation before realization hits his eyes, and he's like, right, yeah, there's a gift shop right beside the docking boat, we'll be fine.
Haunted house?
Do you think?
Costa.
Do we think
Or hotel.
if we pretended to be zombies, these zombies wouldn't be able to tell we weren't zombies?
Give me an intelligence check, Skye.
I am half joking, but how fun would that be? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
12. God.
You are not entirely sure how these zombies operate, but if there were to be a way around, like, you might not be able to be pretend, but if you dressed up fully covered, there's a pretty high chance you could get through these zombies. And if those things were to exist, you to go around fully covered, you could probably find mascot outfits in the staff area.
Oh my god. Yes, please.
We could certainly try that. We could also attempt to perform a bit of vocal mimicry and attempt to try to emulate the sounds of perhaps what these slugs might consider a predator. So then that way they're
Shy
they're
lady,
going
let's
to
hear
be
your best
avoidant of
predator
us.
noise.
And because I don't want to draw their attention right now, I do a soft little well, I'm a rat, so it sounds kind of like
All right. We might want to table this idea for now. Maybe come back to it later. Oh, it was a very good suggestion.
Just a suggestion.
Have anyone... Was it...
I have a question, Doc, actually. You seem to
Yes?
get a good idea about these things right away. Do you think
Yes.
that if the slugs came off of them, if they stop being all shambly?
Well, I'm not sure. Could I do a life science check, or would that be more medicine?
You could do a life science by looking at the slugs that you have in captivity right now, just to like comparing.
Okay.
You know, like you're looking at the bottom section of it and being like,
Cool. Well, that's real good. That's 28.
You take the box and you turn it. As you turn it upside down, these slugs are like very, very stuck to the top, like full suction cup, real hard to rip off. And this is just a metal box. if these things wanted to stick to a person, a thing, and you saw the power, I wouldn't say abilities, but the things that people could do. The arms were like extending super far and sticking onto things. The when they attached to their head, they could spit really far. They've fully integrated themselves with the people. If you were to remove it, they would stop, but it's because they'd be dead.
Right. Of course, we could attempt to try and remove the slugs from the host. However, because the adhesive mucus is so strong, the bond would prevent us from actually being able to separate them, and without that, there won't be much progress.
I'm
in
just
that matter.
gonna say, I think my ideal plan right now is to put on a mascot suit and hotwire that coaster for no reason beyond how sick would that be?
I was actually going to suggest much of the same thing. If we turn on the coaster, it's a big, loud, shrieking thing. A good distraction.
Good idea, that's a good idea. And also, that's a pretty easy way to carry this huge, honkin' heavy drift core.
Oh, we were going to use the coaster? I thought the coaster was...
Two options.
I
We could
mean-
use it, or we could use it as a distraction. You know what? Can I,
Because
Yeah,
it will draw a fair amount of attention.
Matt, can I weigh the pros and cons of each option by rolling tactician and seeing what happens?
Yes.
Great, let's do that. 14.
Okay. Oh, okay. Pick. Okay, so you say 14,
14,
right?
yeah. 1 4.
So you can pick one question, and I will answer that question with like pure, pretty much how it's going to go. But the question has to be something like, would the roller coaster be easy to turn on? Would the mascot costumes work? Etc. Things like that. Not like, could we go turn this on and go and do it and be perfectly safe? That's like 3 questions in one.
That's fair. Oh, now I'm surrounded by beautiful, juicy questions.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Chow down on this
Okay.
delicious meal that I have given you.
I would love to. I'd love to just take a lovely bite there. Should we take the coaster? Once we're on it, what damage? What's the danger?
You look over the coaster. You can pretty easily all fit on, as well as the drift core. You see through. You spot a small advertisement for the coaster. It's called the Leviathan's Tail, and it says we'll take you from the. It's like it will take you from the haunted house all the way to the docking port. Finish off your adventure by riding the Leviathan itself. So you know that you could ride it all the way to the end. It will be very loud, and when you see the what are you laughing at?
Is there a
What are you
part of the coaster that has a flame underneath the carriage?
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, it's
specifically
fully
part
just
of
a
the coaster.
flamethrower.
That's a little section.
No,
It's
okay,
not,
that's a
okay,
separate
it
joke.
didn't look-
Okay. That would have been very funny if there was just like little place for all the riders to just get flame
As-
broiled.
As Azam is pointing out the things, like the positives, Ike does pipe up, and you spot that the coaster directly got hit by the asteroid, and if you go on it, the tracks will end at some point, and you will just go careening forward and off the side.
Towards the docking bay, maybe.
As you do to finish off the full answering of your question, you will you can tell because of the shattered glass at the top that even though the whole gravity well isn't working from a certain point, you know that you will be able to where the coaster breaks. the anti-gravity would kick in, so you would fly up off of the coaster, however be hanging in weightless space, basically. So there is that. If you want to add that to whatever freaky deaky little tactics you're going to be coming up with, you would ride the coaster, you would go into weightless space, be a couple of 100 foot off the ground, but be in anti-gravity.
I mean, it sounds like Scrap's a little busy right now, but maybe he could, grab us along the way.
Can I roll a piloting check to see how easy that would be?
Yeah.
I'm just like, can I roll a check?
No, absolutely. No, I love it. Let's go.
That's a 15. Oh, come on.
Fucking difficult. Hard. It'll be hard because unless you're able to anti-gravity to like the dome, like the inside of the dome, and then walk your way to like the outside of the actual Leviathan's eye, Scrap would have to pilot inside and not bump against the top, so it would be super hard. Getting to the docking bay is like, it's built to take off and land and stuff, so that would be way easier.
Unless we want to be stuck in zero grav with no way of really getting down and no way to get really easy access to us, coaster's not maybe the best option.
But it sounds so cool.
But we can still turn it on. It's still a distraction. It's gigantic and loud. All zombies are going to go running over there.
And also,
whereas we...
I was just going to say, in the haunted house, we have a real capability of getting lost in there. Or stuck. Trapped.
Yeah.
And then eventually eaten.
Eaten?
I don't know. These guys are zombies. I'm just assuming that they're going to eat us.
So what I'm thinking is, we let the coaster go. We use it as a distraction while zombies rush over, go off, and I point towards the staff area. Go off there, take a little roundabout, and then get straight to docking bay.
I have an idea. Someone's gonna have to hotwire that coaster, and I have my board, and you've got muscles to carry the drift core. Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name's Skye. I'm super dumb. I would love to go hotwire that coaster for you guys, and then ride it out of here.
Actually,
you think there'll be an explosion?
Think there's a really good chance. I really don't trust that open flame.
What's wrong with that?
I could do a kickflip off that.
I trust that you can. Actually.
As much as I appreciate your
youth and enthusiasm,
excitement and willingness to embrace adrenaline, I believe this would best be suited for you to hotwire the coaster, and then while we get all the disguises and whatever else we may need, the snow globe, or go to the bar. That would be.
I think like we're saying the same thing. Skye's gonna go,
yes.
hotwire coaster, come back, do a sick kickflip, ollie, kickflip.
Ollies are
on the way back.
That's baby talk.
A kickflip.
Kickflip. You kick and then your board flips.
Yeah, that. Gonna do kickflip on the way back. By the time she's with us, we've already figured out a way to navigate around it as the zombies have gone rushing towards the coaster.
That sound right?
Possibly to an eventual explosion.
Okay.
I endorse this plan.
Great. You planning on keeping those things? I'm pointing to the slugs in the carriers.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to be a very pertinent study and use, so that we can.
Yeah, of course, but with disguises might be a bit. Is there a cart anywhere around, like a hover cart?
Oh, you mean to disguise them? Yes.
Yeah.
We could find maybe some gift wrap.
Popcorn buckets?
Sure.
Is there a cart anywhere around?
There is a cart.
Uh,
I
Yeah,
do love the
me
popcorn
too.
bucket things. It's definitely
put 'em in a
popcorn
popcorn
buckets,
bucket.
100%.
Popcorn cart?
Can I just say it's like right over there?
Yeah, it's like a full popcorn stand with like hot dogs and all that jazz.
Oh my god, that's convenient.
Is there still food out?
There's fully like one of these slug zombies that are like pushing a popcorn cart and they're pushing a popcorn cart. There's like corn dogs, which are all around the side, as well as like a cotton candy spinner that's gotten caught in the slug zombie. So it's like its head is basically all covered in fucking like cotton candy, so it can't see. It like walks so past, hears you speaking, looks towards you, and then can clearly now see, and then keeps on slowly moving. So
just hold on. I take up like I find a rod on the floor because it's pushing it via like some sort of rod, right?
Yeah, it's just pushing.
I'm just gonna creep up to it. Like I would like to replace its trolley with a rod and just have it wander off, so we have a whole cart to ourselves.
Fuck. All right. That's a sleight of hand. That's like you're doing.
Yeah, it is.
You're trying to do some Indiana Jones bullshit. So that's like 25. That is
switching out
difficult.
idols with sandbags.
Yeah,
shit.
literally. Yeah.
Would an 18 do it?
Well, I said 25, so no.
Oh,
but...
25. I didn't hear that.
Can I, using my handy dandy scalpel, cut this zombie free of the cotton candy?
It's not the cotton. First of all,
okay,
Theriac...
the way you described it, I thought this thing was just fully like head stuck in the funnel.
It's pushing it.
No.
The cotton candy machine has just gone wild and wrapped, like it's like
Okay.
blowing in its face, so
I
it
see.
can't quite see at the
Yes,
minute.
okay. I
Also,
understand.
Theriac's immediate response of cotton candy needs a scalpel to get cut, right? It's that thick and viscous. It's a Leviathan eye, like... It's one of their special things. They're called Leviathan tentacles, and it's a delicacy. Their cotton candy is just super thick. It's really weird. It's viscous, weird, but it's made exactly the same way. No one knows how they do it. But yeah, that's what's wrapped around their head. So you go over to it, Azam, right? Does anyone else want to help with this feral idea? Are you telling anyone this is your plan?
I pick up a rod and I'm like, I make a very obvious motion of trying to switch things. I'm not going to keep my secret, really amazing plan hidden from my crew. No.
But I also feel like this is like trying to help somebody cook in a very small kitchen, you know? I feel like I would more likely just get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a delicate
Is there any
operation.
garbage around?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. There's a couple of trash cans around.
Okay. I'm just going to dig through some garbage.
Just for
while
fun,
this
or for
happens.
anything in particular?
No, it's not for fun. Well, it's fun. Don't get me
She's
wrong.
still
It's
a
very
rat.
fun.
Yeah, I could do
It's
this like this shit
extremely
fucking
fun.
rules. I'm so glad I'm here.
You know, in A Muppet Christmas Carol, when Rizzo like goes head first into the trash can, that's so I just goes head first into a trash can and like throws a couple of useless pieces of jumbled up paper out of it, and what's left, whatever is made of metal and anything solid.
Oh my god, are you Toy Story 2ing it? Is that what I'm understanding? Are you gonna wear this trash can on top of your head like they do the cones in Toy Story 2 to get past the road?
That's a great idea. No.
I fully thought I was gonna give everyone a pin and it will...
I mean, that could work. I'm on board with that.
It totally works, but I actually just cast Junk Sword and pull out a collection of junk that has congealed around my little rat hand and turned itself into a makeshift clunky garbage
Wow,
sword.
that's a spell that you can get? Oh, holy
Yeah.
shit.
You can just do
You
that?
can just do that shit? Oh my god, yeah,
not
that
allowed.
rules. So you're digging through the trash, and then after a little bit, you just pull out a whole ass sword. That's clearly made junkily, but it's a full like the metal kind of just forms for you as it understands kind of what you're trying to do. Yeah.
I
forms a whole sword.
I pull it out and I say, "It's better than my gun."
We're all speechless.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Azar, you get real close to this zombie. You hear I shuffling through trash behind you. Real quick, try to like pick up the hands of the zombie so it would grab onto this pole. But as you do it, you kind of just like hit it in the head, and you move the cotton candy that's covering its face, and you reveal an eye that looks at you and is like, and it lurches forward towards you. I won't let you roll initiative. I'll let you just do a little skill, because it's just going to be one little zombie, so it'll be a kind of a waste. But they're making a lot of loud noise and now lurching towards you in an effort to grab you.
I'm holding a rod still, right?
Yes.
Can I just shove this rod down its whatever it has left of a throat?
Yeah, you
to
absolutely
silence
can.
it?
Roll me an attack.
Okay.
An attack, it is a physical, so it's going to use your strength, because it's a melee. What do we get, Han? Is that a crit fail?
Oh, man.
How did I get a nat 20 for this?
You pick up the pipe. The zombie falls back. Its eye is revealed. It starts to build up air in its lungs so it can scream. And it lunges towards you, and you fully just impale. You impale both the slug and the thing, and there's and it falls down dead. You have a cart now. A cart is free. Dead zombie in front of you. You hear eye behind you. Picks up a sword. There
Is that a literal sword made out of junk?
Yes.
That's sweet. You know that? Nice.
Theriac, these guys aren't a hive mind situation, right?
That was such a non sequitur. I'm so sorry. I was like, are you talking about Ike and Azam? I was like, you mean the slugs? I don't believe so. They show no signs of eusocial behavior.
No, they're not.
They
Otherwise, they would have had a different pattern when they were breaking through the door.
right.
I had a huge sense motive.
Yes.
Okay, should I get started on object distraction? Mission distraction? I don't know.
Operation? Is
Operation
that what you
distraction.
mean?
Yeah, I'm not
I-
the brains.
Yes, that's
I
the one.
believe in you. You can
Yeah?
definitely do that.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna take the trash can and I'm gonna put it over my head and I'm gonna make my way over to the coaster.
I'm glad someone
Yeah,
used it.
absolutely.
It was too good to not use.
Okay, Solid Snake. So
You can just hear
are you-
clank, 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 clank,
Are
clank,
you-
clank, clank.
So do you take... Okay, I was actually going to say, do you walk over? Do you take the drift core off of the skateboard, and are you just like a hovering
Actually,
trash
yeah,
can soundlessly flying?
I meant to do that. I meant to take the drift core off and be like, this is your problem now, and Scrap and I might be a little grumpy if you get to our ship and you don't have this drift core. I would just like to remind you all that I am risking my lives to make sure that you guys get back to my ship with a drift core, okay? All right, bye! And put the trash can on with my hoverboard so that it's
And there is this-
silently like...
Just a floating trash can on a hoverboard slowly just floats away from you. As Skye floats toward that, what's the rest of you three doing? We have
Is the cart big enough to fit the drift core?
yeah.
I shove the drift core in the cart.
You have to pull out
I mean-
the middle parting of it, and you get rid of all of the sugar syrup and all that, and yeah, you're able to just shove it in.
Yeah.
Well,
Grand.
I suppose we're going to get those mascot suits.
We're going towards the staff center. Yes?
We don't get too close until the coast goes off.
Right.
Can Skye, you roll me a stealth check? You would get advantage because you're just a silent floating trash can.
Nothing
at this point,
inconspicuous about silent floating trash cans.
Because you're
Oh,
rubbish.
boy.
That's a natural
Yeah.
1. I'm gonna need that, please.
There you go.
Fucking hell, it's a 10! I'm cursed today.
You can't see where the fuck you're going because you're wearing a trash can on your head. And you like float silently. You like kind of angle it so you can kind of tell where you're going. But after a certain point, you feel like you feel the trash can shift, and you topple over with a really loud like clang. Your hoverboard like whoosh, slips out from under you. You three hear this quite loud thing that's gone on of Skye, who is caught just under the fence, going like in the queue toward the coaster. Her head gets caught on the fence. The hoverboard slips out from under her, and a lot of zombies, which are all basically standing around the staff area, all like turn and start like there is a very loud roar as they start sprinting toward the roller coaster.
Can I try something?
You can give it a go.
Okay, there's like a clang, 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 and then a moment of silence as Skye looks up at all these zombies, and I just want to try.
Give me a
Zombies buy it.
give me a performance check with disadvantage because you don't have
I am meaning for
slug
this
on
to
you.
fail for comedic effect.
Okay. Can the three of you make me a stealth check as well as all of these zombies are like running past you as you like duck into a small
We have
corner?
advantage.
I don't think there is performance.
Your DC is lower. Is there not a performance? Give me a bluff check.
this-
Bluff.
Yeah,
Give me a
bluff.
bluff check.
Bluff.
It'd be bluff.
Or disguise, I guess.
12.
That's also true. You do and you see that none of them are buying it, and they are sprinting towards you. They're about like 15 foot away from you. All these different shambling mounds of zombies. You are prone at the minute. You are fully on the ground, and your hoverboard is away from you. Everyone else, you're about 40, 50 foot away from Skye. You cannot see her at this point. There are lots of fucking zombies running toward. What did you three roll on your stealth?
18.
18. This would be a collective group one.
10.
10. And Ike.
8.
Oh, you are all ducked behind like a waste disposal unit series of bins, as well as hiding behind the cart. However, you do see as a bunch of them like run past you. Three of them like turn towards you, and we are going to roll initiative as you three have been caught. Skye would also need to do this. We're just going to slide on back to here, and I'm
It's a
going
great
to...
plan while it lasted, everyone.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm glad we
I'm
spent
still
40 minutes planning for it to
I'm
fail in 2
still
minutes.
gunning for that coaster. I'm still on plan A. That has not changed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, 1 second as I change over this little screen.
I got a 7, by the way. I don't know what it is, man.
Your dice want to tell a story right now, and the story is
Suffer.
Skye's
Failure.
having
You
a
die.
tough day.
This guy's gonna die.
Okie doke, so I'm going to say that you three are around here. And Skye, as you can see, is quite far away. It's quite far away down there. Let's give you a little bit of a... This is your cart, which counts as a little bit of cover. And we're all going to roll a cheeky little bit of initiative as these three zombies catch you. You see these three zombies. You've got one, which is the spitter, one, which is the grabber, another, which is the slammer, the pog slammers. They all seem quite fast. They have kind of caught you a little bit by surprise, and they're quite high. It's a pog slammer. I know that you like pog slammers, Chocolate Empire. It's your turn,
Yes,
Pup. What are we going to be doing?
Okay, I'm gonna go for the closest one, and hit it. Just hit it with it. It's a D4 bludgeoning damage. I just bonk it. with the.
Oh, just bonk it. Cool.
Just bonk it. Is it straight
Let
like
me.
no roll to hit or anything?
I
You
do
just
not
bonk?
want to do you
You got it.
dirty here. I want to be correct. If I'm not mistaken, it has to resist my spell save DC of 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
For a
Okie dokes,
bonk.
gamer.
For a bomb?
For a bomb.
Because it's magic
a magical
bomb?
bomb,
I mean,
I guess. So-
yeah.
Oh, it's a magic bomb.
Yeah, okie doke. So it
Yeah,
needs to be
you made
14.
it.
Which one are we hitting?
I go for closest one. So I think it's this guy.
Brilliant. So let me do a cheeky little roll.
A 14
so I have to
or take
resist
3
a 14.
damage.
I do not. I failed that. So you run up with this magical blade, swing up. As you're doing it, you hear like the metal and the machines sing a little, like a hearty praise of like warrior ship, and cuts right through it, and this little armed grabber blah, 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 and falls down. And is gonzo. You got that first one.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to do else on your turn?
Yes, I want to take the rest of my movement, which should bring me about here. And I am
Beautiful.
just like, I am just like, they seem to die pretty easily, actually.
Theriac, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna do a fun little shoot
A cheeky little
Fun
hit.
little shoot.
Go do a hit.
with my needler pistol.
Hell yeah.
Theriac pulls out what looks like sort of like a almost like a flare gun sort of device, but instead of like a flare at the end, they load in like a pretty large syringe that's full of some sort of liquid, and just cocks it, and it's like, I wanted to save this for later, and we'll take aim
Absolutely fantastic.
to aim at the spitter.
The spitter, brilliant. Yeah, roll me that to hit.
Whoop-a-pow, that's a 16.
Yeah, you aim, fire. You've like fired at animals in the wild before. You know what it feels like to shoot at something that's running straight towards you. You and is it just like a sleeper dart, or is it fully like? Are you attempting to kill it, or is it like a sleeper thing?
This would be some sort of barbiturate or sedative or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You hit into this zombie as it's like trying to like gathering a bunch of acid to spit at you, and you hit it in the chest, and it and then falls down, and it's just and it's bloody old gonzo. You got it. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Do I want to move? Are we still looking to go towards the
Yep. Yeah, we still are.
the staff center? Maybe just in that direction.
You gonna take off toward the little staff area?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which way is that?
That way will be north from where we're looking, so it'll be up.
Okay. I think maybe Theriac will. Theriac's not going to push their cart. They can't do that. We'll just start moving in that general direction.
Okie dokes. This Pog Slammer now sprints toward Ike. It raises its fists and is going to try and crack down on our tiny little rat with this dangerous rat with a sword. Does a 15 hit? That's KAC. So for people at home, there are two different types of AC in this, so armor class. There is kinetic armor class, which is all melee attacks, swords, physical damage, all that. And then there is EAC, which is energy, which is all about ranged laser guns, things like that. Does a 15 KAC hit you?
It sure does, boss.
It sure does. Okie dokie. It throws its fist down on you and does 4 damage as it slams into your side. Yeah, and it's looking like it's like not gonna let up, and it's gonna keep on hitting you. Skye, you see with the bin now falling off your head and things gathering around you, you actually see 3 of these slammers gaining on you. One of them, who is first, which is full sprinting, frothing mouth, like running towards you, is going to try and slam down upon you. Because you are prone, I believe I have advantage.
I cannot block with my bow
this
staff
roll.
or anything, right? I'm gonna assume that right now that I'm a sitting duck.
Yes, I do believe you're
All
a sitting
right,
duck. Yes,
quack, quack.
So
Let's go.
Because you are prone, you take a -4 penalty to melee attack rolls, and you have a -4 against your armor class as well. So this little guy is going to try and hit you, which he does successfully. Runs over to you, raises its fist, and is going to slam down upon you, doing 2 damage as you feel just like a heavy, like you get the wind immediately blown out of you. These other 2 Pog Slammers are charging towards you very quickly, screaming all the while, and all 4 of you are aware that you're kind of being rumbled at this point. The 3 who are hiding behind the cart, you do have a chance to duck behind, run away to safety. Skye, however, has been fully caught. Skye, unless you can make a quick getaway, you're going to be in some hot water very, very
That's the
soon.
plan, is gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Azam, it is you.
Okay. I lean over the cart. I take a pot shot at our slammy friend. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Oh, thank goodness. This is Scrap's gun, so I assume it does a die.
It does a die. Yes. You pop over. You see this slammer slam its fists into Ike, and then using the freedom that it uses when it swings back, you do a simple shot and you fire it off, and poof, a bullet goes straight through it. Ike, as you see it raise its fists to go attack you again, its head jerks to the side and it falls down dead. The only now you 3 are all free. You can go sprint, run away. You do hear the screams and rumbles of the zombies surrounding Skye, but you also know that there are far more creatures that are, as they're making their way to Skye, have a chance of spotting you. This is a good distraction, though. Also, with Azam, you took a loud gunshot, which is also causing a little bit of kerfuffle with things looking around.
Ike, cut. And I, just saying those words, I'm gonna go, my whole movement literally just past Ike. Like, I'll pat her on the back as I head towards Skye to help defend her.
Hell yeah, you like one hand on the cart, leap over, and then start sprinting towards Skye. Skye, yeah, what are we doing? You're on the floor, zombie is above you. Many, many more approaching, but 2 is immediately
I'd like
here.
to cough, spit up blood, and go, bummer! And I'd like to try and get to my board, please.
Your board can react to your commands. It is your drone as a mechanic, so you can control it whenever you want.
What would be faster,
so
me
it
getting
reacts to your
to it or
commands.
me summoning it to me?
It takes your whole move action to stand up. So you wouldn't, unless you could crawl over to it. You can crawl like half your movement speed, so you'd be able to full crawl if you wanted.
Is it possible to get up and summon it to me? All right,
Yep,
that's what
that's
I
also
do.
possible. However, if you summon it to you, you won't be able to jump on it and
Until my
take
next
off this round.
That's
Yeah,
fine. I'm
next turn.
I'm just gonna stand up, put my goggles on, say, "Cowabunga!" and look for her to summon my board to me, please.
You yell "Cowabunga!" Your board immediately reacts and starts to spin back around, flying in the air. You do still have a standard action if you'd like to take an attack.
Yeah, I'm a whack a zombie, please.
You'll whack a zombie. Go for it.
Cowabunga! Just behind my back.
Absolutely. Roll me that bow staff.
Yeah, I will do that. You got it, dude. Oh, there we go. Boom.
There we go.
Fuck. Wait, is that damage or do I have to roll to hit? Because I got a 2, I think, for damage, and I'm not sure how to roll to hit.
To hit, you need to
What
roll
do I
to
roll
hit,
to hit, a
which is
D20? Okay.
yeah.
That's a fucking 5.
You slam your bow staff into its side, so it like stumbles a little, but it doesn't go down with your hit.
So glad nobody saw that.
I'm gonna run
it is your
and book
turn.
it as fast as I can towards where Skye is. So I think that's gonna be my whole action. 30.
You can, if you wanted, you can take the full sprint action, which you can move.
I'm gonna actually here
4 times your
so
speed.
I'm actually gonna go to just slightly under my amount for the sprint action. I am going like 90 feet instead of the full 120 to get just outside of melee range of these 2 zombies here.
Okay.
And then I just want to scream at them. Just like
scream at him. Okay, so just fair warning: the sprint does give you -2 AC for the next round, so you will be getting that. You're welcome to fully sprint. I'm more than happy for you to do it. Also, you know that these zombies, screaming at them is entirely valid. We love that for you, but they will still be able to hit you even though you're outside of melee range because they can move and attack.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's go. It doesn't take a lot to distract these guys. You full run, sprint, scream. These two zombies that are heading towards Skye turn and look at you. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
That's about it.
That's about it. Theriac, we're doing a little bit of a runaway, aren't we? On our own now. Everyone is quite far away.
Everybody's trying to be a hero except Theriac. Theriac doesn't have shit. They're too far away, and Theriac can't lift this ding dang core. They're gonna just run forward to the sector and scout ahead.
I mean,
absolutely. There is a huge open free space for you ahead with all of this distraction going on. Things are like ignoring you as you're sprinting. So you could full sprint and just...
just do that.
Just try to get back to the patchwork.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
These little legs are moving so fast.
They're moving so fast. You're
looks like a Peanuts character.
Exactly. Yeah. Theriac does the little cartoon run where they run in place for a second and then take off really fast.
Through a wall.
There's
a perfect cookie cutter of their
A
shape.
perfect Theriac, like silhouette.
You full sprint. You are like 75% of the way toward the patchwork. You can hear Scraps like, fuck, firing off. He has built like a little wall around himself. You see Scrap a little clearer. This brown, more haggard rat, half of their face is being completely replaced with like metal plating. Their eye glows green. Their ear is gone and replaced with this like antenna that blinks. However, as you get closer, you see that as it blinks, there is this 2-armed machine that is flying around, quite small, but it's hovering around. And as it blinks, it seems like the two of them are wordlessly communicating with each other. This machine is like firing off pot shots at zombies that are running toward the patchwork. Scrap, seeing you, their antenna blinks a little. And they give hey, fuck, we gotta go. I don't know what has happened, but this place is completely devastated.
That's perfectly fine with me. I got my specimens.
And it's like firing off behind you at random things that sprint towards you.
Do you have any sentry stations?
Yeah, in the ship we have a turret. If you wanna, you can use that to fire off. It's a big explosion though, so you gotta make sure you don't be hitting anyone.
Ooh, I will try my best.
Hey, I believe in you. Go on, champ.
Runs up the stairs to the...
Fuck yeah. You run inside past your seat. There's like a small wooden ladder that leads up. In the center of the chairs, it's been pulled down. There's a small wooden ladder that leads up to a glass dome with a large gunner turret on it. It's these two huge cannons that you can like swivel round. It does a full like 360 rotation. You get on and you sit down. You hear a of the cannon powering up, and if you want, you can spin around. You can see like the whole stage. Beautiful,
Marvelous little thing.
These little zombies are going to go for a little attack. This one that hit Skye is going to go for an additional attack. Does an 18 hit, Momo?
Is it EAC?
It's KAC.
It's 12.
It's KAC.
So, yeah.
So it does. This one takes a slam on your side again for 4 damage, an additional 4.
Oh, I'm at 0 stamina now, so I move on to health.
So you start losing health. As this huge swing happens, it doesn't just take the air out of you, but you feel like a crack as it takes this huge swing into the side of you. These two other zombs that Ike screamed at are going to run toward Ike and take and start swinging. One of them is a 14 KAC.
Okay, so
does that hit?
is exactly my KAC. So does
it would be meets it? Yeah, meets it.
in this. Okay.
I'd say yeah. And the other one doesn't hit. So this one takes a huge swing, hitting you for just 1 damage. As it swings for you, it seems to be put off kilter by this other swinging infected. As that starts swinging, it like kind of knocks it off, so it doesn't do as much damage, and the other one isn't able to hit. They kind of stumble over each other. Azam, it's you, pal.
Great. Great. So this is the cart's abandoned. I'm away from the cart.
Cart's been abandoned.
We're facing off against a bunch of zombie. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I'll yell out to Ike, I'll get caught, and then I'm going to shoot one of these little fun.
Was that Ike the cart that you
I'm
yelled?
I'm gonna get the cart.
I'm gonna get the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the cart. What did I say I was gonna do after I said I was gonna get the cart? I was gonna shoot. I was gonna shoot. Of course.
Gonna fire. Gonna shoot a little zom.
This is just. Of course, I'm not, because I rolled 5.
You can't decide whether between turning and firing, so you kind of do a little bit of both and completely whiff the shot. It off into the distance.
Psych. And I'm gonna run up to the cart, which is 20 feet, and I'm then can I push another 10 feet, or is that gonna just pushing the cart will do some?
Yeah, you can push another 10 foot. It's a pretty well made cart. It's like a little hover thing, so it's floating slightly off the ground. You can run your running speed with it. Mm-hmm. There's no squeaky wheels on this one. It's a well maintained future cart. That's no trouble. You grab it, you get to it, and you push it forward. Skye.
I'd like to get up, holding my side and stumbling, and as I get onto my board, I'd like to look up to see that these people actually came for her. And with one moment of silence, she's going to stomp her foot down on her board, activating the thruster. Is it possible to grab the lid of the trash can as I speed away at full speed?
Yeah, sure thing. Absolutely,
Okay.
You can grab the lid of the trash can.
Grab the lid of the trash can, and I am gunning it for the coaster.
Beautiful. You're going to take an attack and opportunity as you like get out of the range of this thing, but it misses. You grab onto your board, blast away. There's this weak swing as you out of it. You are absolutely able to get to the coaster. 100%.
Am I at the coaster?
Is there anything you'd like? Your board moves. I think it moves 6 times. It moves 6 times 30 foot without taking any the boon that you gave it, the feat when you were building the drone, is it can move hyper fast and can do nothing
am I
else.
at the boarding station?
It can carry you and move super
am I at the
fast.
boarding
Yeah,
station
so you can,
for the coaster?
for the
Will
coaster,
you allow me
yes.
to be dramatic for just a little bit, just to end
I'd
my
love for you to be
turn?
dramatic,
Cool.
dude. Hell,
I'd like to
Absolutely.
look out over the sea of zombies bleeding out my side, potentially a broken rib or two, and I'd like to hold up the lid of the trash can like a shield and say, "Oi, dudes!" And I'd like to slam it with my bow staff a couple times and say, "Let's
Hell yeah.
go!" And then I'd like to run the track of the cart just on my skateboard, please and thank you. You're not gonna let me leave this theme park without doing the coaster thing.
oh my god! So you just want to ride? You just want to ride the coaster, but on your
Yeah.
skateboard?
Do the like
Sick
loop
as
loops
fuck.
and stuff.
Absolutely, you could do
We're
that.
still on Planet
Oh,
A!
dang, mate. Fuck yeah! You like start smashing the fucking the lid. These 3 zombies that weren't like actively attacking someone naturally just follow you out. This other zombie follows you out as well. You are causing such a huge
Typical
commotion
Skye.
that basically all of the you're distracting almost the entire park as you're slamming the bin lid.
I'm gonna die.
Ike, it is you. It is your turn.
Okay,
bud.
so first I want to make an apology because I am wrong about how this spell works. I do have to make attack rolls. It's
whatever.
It's
That's
just
no
going to be
trouble.
with my proficiency roll, which it should be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, because I hear Skye say that we're still on Plan A, and that feels very good. That feels good to me. So I want to take a chance here, and I want to do a full attack because I
Hell
want to.
yes.
I want to try to hit
Sick as
both
hell.
of them. So I'm
Both
going
of
to
these
take
guys.
-4 to these rolls. Do 14s hit?
14s does hit actually.
Oh,
yes.
it does. Okay.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah.
All right, because they are both 14s, and I was like, that's either
Incredible.
fine
Yeah.
or terrible.
Like a trained swordsman, you like use your blade to cut down both of these zombies in front of you. Fucking impeccable. So sick. Holy shit.
I know it doesn't matter because they're only 1 HP, but I do want to say that the second one was a 4 on the D4.
It's fucking dead. You annihilate them
very
harder
dead.
than you thought. It's so sick. So
dead.
extremely dead.
The
Yeah, you
deadest.
cut this thing the deadest. You, Inigo Montoya ass fucking incredible swordsman, cut these 2 zombies to ribbons. Theriac, you are on the gunner of the ship. You
Yes.
are fully controlling. You can aim basically anywhere you want. You can see above. You see above everything, so you can see the whole scene unfolding. The thousands of zombies pouring out. You see them all moving toward the roller coaster that Skye is getting on. You see Ige slice down these 2 zombies. Azam running with this cart toward the ship. Yeah. What is it that you'd like to do?
I think Theriac is going to play the defensive game and try to aim at any hordes that are looking to encroach towards the ship more than the coaster.
Absolutely.
Obviously, with the distraction still in motion,
Yeah.
there won't be as many, but just
Absolutely. So, starships have specific attack,
yeah, I was
damage
just gonna pull
outputs.
up our little ship combat.
Absolutely.
So I would be playing the role of the gunner.
You'd be playing the role of the gunner, yes,
Oh, boy.
and you would be doing the shoot, which is you fire one of your starship weapons. Brilliant. Can you roll me 64?
Whoa!
Many. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
6d4. I'm gonna have to do 2 rounds. I don't even have that many d4 on me at this moment. All right. 6d4. We got. Whoa. Okay. Well, we got 10, and then oh my god, that's a total of 19.
You click down on this gun, there is this whirring, and then as you fire out past the crowd, and you see 19 zombies just and go down as you're firing through into the crowd, incredibly protecting the ship, missing everyone else as well.
Cool.
Because you were acting on the defensive rather than the offensive. Fuck yeah! Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I just imagine every time each shot gets fired, Theriac is just in the seat. Like, it's fully meant for someone like Skye or Scrap's size. Yeah. So they're just like holding it up here, and like every time they shoot, they're just like they're just fully like the full recoil is hitting their body so hard.
Fully getting flung back and forth. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It would be the Zom's turn, but they are all charging toward Skye at this point. A bunch of them being annihilated by the shots from these cannons. Some are being attracted toward the noise of that. A lot are being attracted toward the noise of Skye, though. Azam, what we doing, pal?
So Skye is floating away on a coaster made of dreams.
Yeah.
And
is becoming the greatest swordsman the galaxy has ever known. Yes.
If I just push the cart without moving, if I use my athletics to shove the cart forward, could it go the rest of the way by itself?
Not the rest of the way. It's a solid 120 foot, but it will go 15 if you just shove.
15 feet.
You could, if you wanted to, full sprint and get you can actively load it into the patchwork. If that was a thing you wanted to do, I'm just informing you of.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's
exactly what I'm going to do, because this was technically... Wait, so around us, where is this bar that I needed the stuff from?
Shit, that's correct. The bar is close. It's close to the patchwork. It's just off of the docking port.
Brilliant. I'm going to push this most of the way. Move it. Push it the rest of the way with athletics. No, that's
okay.
Yeah, I'll transfer my movement to it basically, but stay in spot.
Well, we're falling out of initiative order, so you can make the call just to you push it most of the way and sprint back out.
Yeah, I'm going to sprint into the bar and ask Ike over the radio, over the comm. What do you need from the bar?
Ike is so hurt. And I need to... this sounds so stupid. I need the drink recipe, please.
One drink recipe.
The drink. There you go.
I need to know how they make the pineapple Dole Whip.
Do you guys remember in Jurassic World that meme of the one guy, when all the flying dinosaurs are attacking, and he's got the martinis? That's Ike.
I must know how to make a trash martini.
Yeah, there's you dive behind the bar and you see a whole case of this with this writing on it that says Ice Storm Mix. Ice Storm is the drink at the Leviathan's Eye, which is known to be it's the drink that they sell there.
It's the pineapple Dole Whip.
And you can assume,
yep.
It's the pineapple Dole Whip, absolutely, yeah. So you see a whole thing of the mix.
Yeah, I pick up the drink mix. I look to see if there's anything that even slightly resembles a snow globe, because I remember that's supposedly my mission.
As you dive back over, you see that the shop literally next door is the gift shop, and there is this perfect little snow globe, which is it's automated. There's all of the snow is the rocks, which the asteroid belt, which you shake and then it makes a little asteroid belt, and there's the Leviathan's eye that spins around it, and the center of it is has this is a planet, but has this creature that seems to be moving inside it. It seems to be mechanical. Yeah. It's not an actual creature.
Oh god.
But yeah, you have a snow globe with the Leviathan's eye.
I'm gonna edit this to make it worse. I just take the cart into the bar, grab the drink mix, put it on top of the cart, roll over to the store, sweep my arm to grab whatever's on the shelf, put that onto the cart, and then that is the end of my turn. And the next turn I'll be at the Patchwork.
phenomenal.
Got it.
You get erasers, pencils, notepads. You get off-brand, off-brand mascots and all of this stuff. You get a whole,
I
a
also
whole
have an
bunch of
Ice
shit.
Storm keychain. I want to say that. One Ice Storm.
You have a keychain, absolutely. You've got a keychain that says like, I wouldn't want to miss out, and it's I spelled EYE.
hate
you've got
that,
like
thank
5
you.
of those. You got a lot of shit. Incredible. Skye, what we doing,
Going
pal?
fast.
We fucking
We're going
doing,
fast. Bang, 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 bang,
doing-
bang, 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 bang.
You're smacking the poly with your bow staff. You're going around loop de loops. You're doing a little twirls.
I do a kickflip.
You're
Woohoo.
bored. Kickflip. There's like a jump. You jump from like one loop
Yeah,
to
when it
another,
gets to, like, one
and
of
do
those,
like
like-
a kickflip in
When
between.
it gets to one of those like sideways loops, I'm gonna stop, grab the rim, kick my feet up, grab my board, and then continue on. I don't know what that move is called. I haven't played Tony Hawk yet, but you guys know what I'm going for, right?
Yeah, we get it.
And then I'm just gonna try and get to the highest point.
Phenomenal. You collect the full horse on the way round, and you ride all the way to the top. Yeah. As you ride up, you see the bit that that like Ige saw, which is Ige and Azam saw, I think, where the coaster like has snapped because of the meteor, and you ride all the way up to there, which seems to be the highest point.
Scrap, any chance I could get a ride out of here?
Well, I'm here working, so yeah, you can absolutely get a ride if you come to me.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off the coaster then and start speeding towards the Patchwork.
Just like Spider-Man in the fucking games where you climb all the way to the Empire State Building, jump off, and are doing a bunch of tricks on the way down. You leap off, flip the board, do a bunch of fucking fancy ass, sick ass moves, and are hurtling toward the end of the Patchwork. Ike, what are we doing? We full
So
sprint?
I run straight up to the ship. As
Full on all fours,
Yeah,
start just like
I am
sprinting and like pounding it
rat
out. Yeah.
racing.
You all arrive at the Patchwork at the same time. You leave initiative order. You all arrive at the same time. Scrap's firing like over a small barricade that they've made with their little robot friend flying around and taking pot shots. Everybody get in, we're getting the fuck out of here. Did you get the drift core?
I like pat the big cart of assorted snacks, drink mix, knickknacks.
So good.
Yeah, we got it.
Hell yeah, and we got snacks for the road too. Love that. Scrap fucking bounds on. Right, everyone grab your seats.
Give me a bag of phasers.
Scrap runs to the front seat. The ship starts to up and leave. Theriac, can you pop a couple of the guys so nobody gets on the ship as we're warming up?
Sure thing.
I strap everything down, grab a little packet of snacks, and just toss it at Skye.
Thank you.
The gate, like the ramp, flies up, closes. The ship flies off. You see a few zombies as they run, try to grab you, and they just end up just floating in space as they leap out of the airlock. And you shoot away, and you get off the Leviathan's eye with all the things that you wanted in tow. Woohoo! Congratulations, gamers!
We even got a snow globe.
You even got the snow globe. It's
You
incredible.
got one of those crappy bendy pencils that are like a foot long.
Oh. You get one of the giant novelty
Rock
pens,
candy.
which are just
Yeah.
like massive in 2 hands. You get rock candy. You get loads of stuff. Oh, it's such a treat. Yeah, y'all get loads of shit, and you make it all the way home again. By home again, I mean on the Patchwork. The Patchwork rumbles and sputters calmly through space as Scrap pounds on the desk. Is like, yeehaw! Good job, everyone. Well done. We got it. As they like flick on the big neon sign that tells you that you're allowed to walk around and move, and turns off the airplane sign which says that you can get unstrapped from your seats. Yeah. You are flying through space. Scrap. Right, where do we want to go? I promised a free ride to each of you. We got the drift core. If you want, we can make it back to the VA-11 and we can drop you off. I'd like to figure out a place to sell all this stuff, and then we can properly give you the credits that you guys deserve. But if you guys want something on our way, feel free to say, and we can drop you off somewhere.
Might be more worth your time if you sell some of this stuff, and we could give you more than just a free ride to Zombieland.
Yeah, this shit's. I mean, I don't know what you picked up, but yeah, I'm sure at least some of this is worth a pretty penny now, especially with all these fucking toys that y'all picked up, with the Leviathan's eye having no longer being like a place that we can, that's accessible. I'm sure that people would pay loads of money for this.
Pick up for this? And she lifts up the crystal.
I completely forgot about that.
Scrap walks towards it, flicks on autopilot and walks toward it, looks at it. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking clue what this is, but this looks expensive as hell. Where did you get this?
It was like holding the whole park together and keeping all the zombies all locked up, and so they wouldn't attack, and I took it because it looked like it was just not doing anything, so,
I don't know if it was supposed to keep zombies out. Look, that thing's been running for centuries now, and it just hits an asteroid. Just like that. I think somebody planned this.
Somebody planned the asteroids. Like a higher power?
Or the asteroids, if you look in the core of them, they look like that. It's the same material, remember?
It also had an above average amount of zombifying slugs than I would think asteroids would have.
Yeah, what the fuck was with that? Was that just from the asteroid? I saw a bunch crawling up the thing when I was waiting for y'all, but no fucking clue where they came from. That was fucking weird.
Or easier solution. I'm going to lick the crystal, please.
Yeah.
What a bold move.
Sure.
What a very 17-year-old thing to do.
I know, right? I feel like I should make you roll for something.
Don't.
But I don't know what.
No. No rolls.
You lick the crystal. It feels like a mineral against your tongue. It tastes like copper, like you're licking a gem. There's a slight bit of static in it, light roughness against your tongue as Ike is fully holding this crystal and you are licking.
Yeah, I just want to remind you that Ike's holding it as you lick it. It's just like,
I would like fan art, please.
Okay, I am almost certain that is not rock candy that got misplaced from the gift store. So we can cross that off the list.
Yeah, no, probably not, eh?
Almost certain.
Almost.
Is there any way to track the path of this thing and see if it was kind of taken off of course before the asteroid hit?
This gem?
I point to the Leviathan's eye. That thing.
Oh, hey, unless we're feeling particularly spicy and we want to go back and fuck with some controls, see its flight path? No, not really. Not without a lot of hard work.
Space God!
We can give it a go.
How far away can my little microchip hack?
I actually don't fucking know, repeats Space God. I think it's you have to be pretty fucking close, like 5 foot. I think we mess around with it a lot, but hacking is like you have to be next to it, yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, Matt's no longer our GM. Oh. Matt's our SG or Space God.
Yeah, Space God.
Space God. SG, yeah, that's it, yeah. Or SGM, Space God Master. Yeah, no, I don't know where the fuck this came from, but it looks fucking expensive.
Whatever
I don't know how to track the Leviathan's eye without getting back on it, and hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. You seem like a good, noble dude. I don't give a fuck about why it happened. That's not really my business. It more just kind of happened. These things happen sometimes. People type a decimal place in the wrong. We can look into it if you want, but it seems like, I don't know, maybe they had a new engineer who typed 0.01 instead of 0.001.
Come on, Scrap.
Something's wrong.
How fun would it be if it turned out to be a conspiracy?
Really not very. I'm not looking to get wrapped up in a grander overarching campaign.
I'm looking to get wrapped up in a grander overarching campaign.
I am a temporary NPC.
You can
See
call
you
me kind of
end.
a tutorial character who kind of walks you through the opening steps.
Yeah, we were supposed to steal another ship from the docking bay and go off on our own adventure,
Yeah,
and we totally
fly up.
screwed that one up. Yeah.
You got the recipe?
Oh, right. I move a bunch of erasers, and I pull out a gigantic tub. Fresh mixer.
Oh shit, I love that stuff. Hell yeah, do you want to crack some open? We can drink some on the way
No,
back.
no. This is what she was sent for, and if you analyze it, you can probably discover a recipe. Or maybe I look to the side of the bucket. Is there just a recipe listed on it?
Yeah, there's a lot of chemicals in it. It's a very sweet drink.
I point to the side. Or that.
Cool, we got a bunch of merchandise, which we can probably sell. You clearly love this stuff, so we can let you just guzzle down this whole day's supply of drink and this weird fucking crystal.
Isn't there like a marketplace on V11 that we could go hawk some of this shit?
I mean,
Yeah.
getting back to if we want to, right? Yes, we could, but VA11 is a space station. People come to and fro there. If we want to sell stuff and if we want to attach this drift core, we can go to another planet, get set up, and he looks to Skye in a.
If you say Saga, I'ma throw a fit. I'm telling you right now.
Listen, the lower decks have people. We have contacts. We can stay there for a little bit at least. Get some people, attach our drift core, finally end up getting a figurehead, and selling all this
No,
crap.
that's fine. Like, we can go there.
All right.
I just have to get to VA11 eventually. And maybe somebody there might know more about what we want to know about what happened.
May I interject? This thing, we can't sell it. I point to the crystal. Whatever it is, when it was on the ship, got activated. Lightning arced off of it. I think it's probably best to keep it somewhere safe until we at least know what it is. Plus, once we know what it is, we can probably sell it for more.
We can keep it in the same room as Burger
true.
and Fries.
I think at that moment, Theriac enters as it's just been
Comes down the ladder, yeah.
climbs down the ladder. Kind of looks like a little woozy. Has some pedals missing. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting? I'm terribly
No.
sorry.
We were just talking about your pets.
This is a group meeting, I guess.
They're not pets, but
Sorry, we were talking about your
they-
tiny little slug friends.
they're not friends.
What are they?
They are specimens. Did you say you needed something analyzed, identified, something akin to that?
Yeah. This crystal, I mean, I guess, Azam, you're right. If we get this thing appraised, we can probably figure out where to sell it way easier. Or how much it's sold for. You know, we don't want to sell something and we don't know how much it's worth.
I just chuck it at Theriac.
Just catches it and then just rotates it around. This is the geode that you pulled from the machinery.
Yeah, and it's definitely not rock candy. Don't ask me how I know that.
I figure there's only one real way to know that. Well, there's actually a few ways to know.
We already tested.
Right.
I was very thorough.
If you wanted, yes. If you wanted, I could perhaps take this and analyze it with my mobile lab.
Sure.
If that was of interest to you all.
So we go to this Saga place, and then VA11 out of wood. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, the VA11 is closer, so we can easily make a stop there, drop you off Ike, and then we can head to Saga, if we could do that, just because it's closer. And then whilst we get this appraised as well.
Doc, what do you think?
Oh, you're getting the crystal appraised.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looks expensive.
We could let's see what it is first, and then perhaps from there we can see if it has any utilitarian purpose. I don't know if you're looking to, this seems to have some sort of
Theriac,
energy that could be
I just want to know
repurposed for the ship.
what it was used for.
Maybe we could install it on the ship.
That was my suggestion, yes.
Don't do it without testing it first.
Of course. But let's properly identify it first, and then we can move forward from there.
Do you know as much about rocks as you do slugs?
Not as much, but a large part of learning about xenoecology is xenogeology, so it comes with the term.
Nice.
So, plan is VA11, Ike dropping off your drink mix, coming back with us to Saga.
If we should go there first, then yes. I will drop it off and come back with you after that.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. That sounds okay for me.
Great, that's the plan. Who's hurt?
I'm fine.
I'm
Walk it off.
a little winded.
You are not.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's not just a flesh wound.
She's like
How much
bleeding
health is
onto the
damaged?
floor.
Oh,
How much
shit,
health
I
have
didn't
you
even see
lost?
that. Holy
All
fuck.
of it. Yeah, no, I have no more stamina, but I'm at full health.
Oh, so you'll recover over a
Fine.
long rest.
Yeah, I'm good.
Anyone's health dinged?
Actually, I'm just done with stamina and -1 health.
I was being all dramatic. You're like more hurt than me.
I've taken 1 stamina points worth of damage.
I mean, you all look like you could listen. We have a couple of hours till we hit the VA11. Y'all can rest in the use the med bay if you need. Mind you, our med bay is like a box of bandages that you find in a hotel room and like 2 band-aids, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. And
It looks minor. I think over a course of maybe a couple hours of sleep, you'll feel better.
yeah.
Theriac, no testing that thing until you've rested too.
What if testing it is how I rest?
Theriac, your species not sleep.
If I don't answer, is that a no?
I think you know what I'm going to say.
Okay, Mom.
I like this guy. Yeah, I was just about to say he's taken on like a parental figure. You guys have known each other for like 8 hours. That's cool. Actually, Theriac looks a little older.
I don't think we ever actually established how old Theriac
No, I don't
is.
think we did either.
He's
I think it's
at
just
least old enough to have a doctorate.
Yeah.
At least.
They're
About as old as a fully grown garlic bulb is. So at least 6 weeks old.
at least a few weeks.
Oh no!
Fun fact: after next session, Theriac's gonna die. Just so.
You wake up, you walk to the chambers, and you see a withered old garlic.
Just hobbled over. And,
We'd like to thank Salix for already drawing.
yeah, the next
Yeah,
character
it's
that I'm gonna make. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Right. Go get some rest. I'll wake you guys up when we get to the VA11. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds perfectly all right with myself.
Scrap goes back to the pilot's chair and flicks some things, opens up a small map of the solar system. Is there any scenes that we would like to do? Any little end-offs?
A little something before, just like on my way to go pass out fully on a slab somewhere. I kind of want to find Theriac.
I think Theriac has taken up the same sort of location as they had before, and has turned off all of the lights to pretend they're asleep, but fully has like a little like reading lamp over the little pet carriers, and is like chesting out for like any bioluminescence in the slugs or anything like that. It's still just like trying to figure them out.
I kind of want to just like, is the door locked? Can I like crack it open?
You can. Theriac wouldn't have locked the door.
I kind of want to just like open the door and peek my head inside. Doc.
Ike. Pleasure to see you again. How can I help you?
I do think something is interesting about the crystal, you could hang on to it and watch it if you would like.
Until we reach VA11,
Yeah.
or if that makes you feel more comfortable, then I don't see why not. Certainly. Was there a reason you were that you
I
got that?
I thought the computers, they didn't seem to like it, so I took it off.
I did happen to notice when we were doing some of the breaking into the system that you're not putting in a lot of manual inputs when you were working with the machinery. And you mentioned the sentience, sapience with these constructs. Is that
With the
correct?
computers? Well,
Yes.
maybe. I just understand them, that's all. Don't touch the slugs too much.
No, I fully had learned my lesson after last time.
All right.
I would be interested in learning more about what you have elucidated on regarding the sentience, sapience, awareness of, for all intents and purposes, organisms that you've been interacting with. Not like now, obviously.
No.
Looking to rest.
Yeah.
So.
Later. Maybe.
Sure. I hope you get some rest. It was quite an experience. I must say, I've never embarked on a journey.
You were
like
really
that.
quite scary with that machine gun.
It was. It
It was
a
very
thrill.
intense. All right, don't touch the slugs. Good night.
I shan't. Good night, Ike. Goes back to it. Back to the two specimens. Kind of wants to touch it.
Beautiful. Any other scenes? Anything we'd like to do with everyone else?
If you're down, werewolf, you want to do a little tit for tat to end us off? What's Azam up to?
Azam's looking at, like, over the shoulder of Scrap right after handing the gun off, because it was Scrap's gun, not Azam's gun.
Thank you.
And is just staring at a corner of the galaxy that isn't where we're directed to. Off to his home planet, but I guess there's no way for Skye to know that.
I'm gonna wave my hands in front of his face.
Sorry, what is it?
You good?
I'm just, thinking of, who I used to be.
Okay. What's with the snow globe? Were you like reminiscing? Did you spend a lot of time in the park as a kid or something?
What's snow globe? Oh, I made it up. I don't need a snow globe.
Oh my god, you're such a bad liar.
Yeah, and I was honestly, I can really, if I make an attempt, I'm okay, but, wasn't really trying.
Were you bored?
No, I was hoping to get, a ride back to a planet, but then I realized that, well, I've changed a lot, and I feel like if I just go back, I might disrupt what little peace there might be, so.
That sounds exciting.
Not for my people.
So do you want to go?
Disruption is,
You want to go back or not?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if I figure it out, let me know. We could easily drive you.
Yeah. Hey, you want a snow globe?
Yeah.
I hand it. Skye, why do you do this?
Why do I do what?
This.
I'm gonna need you to narrow down that question. I do a lot of stuff.
I mean, what led to you, who I'm assuming, no offense, is 17, 18,
17.
human years? Yeah, 17-year-old human girl. Coming aboard a ship like this.
I don't know. How'd you get where you are?
It's a very long and very short story somehow.
I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow, but the flow doesn't always go with me.
Sorry to hear that. No parents? No family?
Not that I know of.
I mean, I would say, I motion my head towards Scrap. Go at least one person.
We haven't known each other that long. I feel like he'd be uncomfortable with me calling him family. I certainly like him. We get along.
People don't become as affectionate as he has been to you for, no reason.
No, we bicker like an old married couple. It's fun. But, I don't know. I don't mind. It's always just been me. And made it out okay so far with just that.
You happy with just you?
I don't know. Maybe I'll figure that out around the same time you figure out whether or not you want to go to this planet or not.
Wanna hang out together until then?
Sure. Got some video games. You want to try them out?
What is a video game?
It's exactly what it sounds like. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's a game with, video aspects. I'll show you. Come on.
So, what you watch a video on the web? So you watch a video and what you determine things from.
You'll figure it out real fast.
Great.
Maybe play a little
Great.
2-player racing game. We play Tony Hawk for the
Wait,
rest of
Tony
the night.
Space Tony Hawk.
And with that, you all rest up, and you seem to have gained new knowledge and understanding of how your specializations work. You all go up a level, and we're going to end stream there. Thank you all so much for joining us here today. I appreciate it so much. Oh my god, my beautiful players, the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for listening to The Atomless. Our music today was provided by Alexander Nakarada by subscribing to their Patreon at patreon.com/Anakarada, which is spelt ANAKARADA. Now, ambience was provided by Michael Gelfi under their podcast and content creators fair use, and also by subscribing to their Patreon, which you'd also definitely do because their ambience has taken this podcast to a whole new level. It's so good it makes me want to scream. That is patreon.com/Michael Gelfi, which is MICHAELGHELFI. The song that you're listening to right now is by Matt Harris. It is Strange Stuff, and it is also a thing that we have the license for because it's fair use and it's fucking amazing, and I love this song very much. Our players today were Super Dylan, who plays Ig. They are Super Dylan on all social media. Norden Ali, who plays Azam, going by the handle Werewolf Feels. Andre, who plays Theriac, going by the handle Andre Riviera Art. Momo O'Brien playing Skye, who goes by the handle Momo O'Brien. And myself, Matthew Ekberg, who is Captain Krail pretty much everywhere. And to our hosts, the Welcome In. You can find the live plays of the Atomless on their Twitch channel every other Wednesday, which is the Wednesday where the podcast is not coming out, as well as Conundrum Company Off the Rails, which are their two major shows, as well as so many more beautiful things. I cannot speak higher of the team. They've helped us and me out so much. I love them. I love you. If they've listened this far, I love you. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I hope that the next time that this little crew takes off into the Atomless Sea, I hope you're there to join us. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.